This is how studio life started for many students. And this is how it became. So, what changed? Did it just get better and easier over time? Did they have to sacrifice their own sanity? Is there a secret recipe for studio survival? By combining all 5 strategies outlined in this video, you'll be able to thrive in any stressful or demanding situation. So let's dive right in. First, this might be an unpopular opinion. Not every drawing, model, or render has to be flawless. It's about being effective in the method of communication that you choose in order to represent your core idea. Sometimes, a realistic render is an overkill. A sketch well done is easier to understand. So adjust accordingly and don't overdo it. To help you with time management, use the Pareto principle, which says, for many outcomes, roughly 80% of the consequences come from 20% of the cause. For us, it means the input, in effort and time, does not equal to the output, the result. At a certain point, you reach an optimal conversion point. Adding more time and effort will only improve the result marginally, which in some cases might not even be worth it. So controlling your time allocation in order to maximize your result is crucial. Another way to optimize your time is by producing faster. Different undergrad and graduate degrees focuses on different skills, but never all of them. So what should you do? Hyper-focus on the skills that they want to teach you? Well, first it's important to differentiate all 3 categories of skills. The hard skills are specific, teachable, and measurable abilities to perform a job or task. It's usually job or industry specific. It's learning through instruction. For example, drafting, softwares, or construction knowledge. Soft skills are personal attribute enabling you to interact with others. It's transferable to different jobs and industries, and it's learning with others. You wouldn't be able to work on those skills alone. For example, communication, teamwork, and leadership. Meta skills are high-level abilities that helps you navigate complex problems. They are timeless and foundational abilities. It's learning to learn. For example, with the help of creativity, adaptation and resilience, problem solving and critical thinking, or continuous learning. Second, learn what skills your degree values. Colleges generally focuses on hard skills, soft skills, and then meta skills. Universities usually focuses on meta skills, soft skills, and then hard skills. And third, work on the skills that your degree overlooks. It's about becoming more well-versed. That way, if university asks you to design, you'll be really quick to produce because you already have the software skills needed. If college asks you to produce, you can still provide creative solutions because now you have problem-solving skills. A little bonus tip for you. In your spare time, build a library of all the tools you may need for architecture school. Having AutoCAD blocks, Revit families, Photoshop brushes and effects will really help you save time once you receive a project. You'll be ready to produce. But it begs the question, if schools overlook important skills, what are they actually focusing on? There is an expression, a young architect is 40 years old. This refers to the years of training and practical application to master architecture. Unfortunately, school can't teach you everything. They focus on the critical parts to get you ready for the workplace. And this is exactly why architecture school is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Quite literally, you will never come back to it once it's completed. And it's a little bit bittersweet. For most graduates, school will be the only time you will have access to profs with diverse knowledge bases, experiences, and specialties. They will guide you with your design choices, challenge your way of thinking, and will generally guide you to become a better professional in the future. Really take that opportunity to explore ideas that you will not be able to later. Having no budget, no clients, and no construction phases gives you freedom to really work on your design. Another bonus tip, ask a lot of questions. Pick the brains of your profs. Collaborate and talk to colleagues about each other's designs. Help and follow each other's processes. Bounce off ideas from each other. By sharing the struggles and learning opportunities in between colleagues, you will all gain more experience without having to do the grunt work of developing each other's designs. Think of it like instead of just working on one project per semester, you get to also collaborate on 3 or 4 more projects. Once you're in the workplace, there is far less diversities in ways of thinking, and you're always collaborating with the same colleagues. That is, unless you're changing jobs frequently. The workplace really solidifies your way of thinking and your practices, for the better or worse. Basically, just make the most out of the opportunity that is architecture school. With all those teachings, which one should you be focusing on? Focus on the process, not the results. A little spoiler, our first design ideas are never our best ones, myself included. So don't rush to find the answer too quickly. Explore multiple ideas, iterate, test concepts, let your design evolve. Profs will be able to guide you, help course correct if needed, or even help with decision making. It's worth noting that professors, and later on clients, care about how you got to the answer just as much as the final result. There has to be a reasoning behind ideas. Choices have to be justified, and throughout all this, make sure that you document the process. That means you'll be able to circle back to previous options or merge old ideas with new ones. That documentation can also serve as a tool to inspire future projects. There are some gems in every project, by the way. Some are little hidden, others are straight up diamonds in the rough. But by being able to go back into your documentation, you can then polish those ideas to make great future projects. Just remember, results are bespoke products. Processes are repeatable tools. By this point, if you implement all these techniques, you should be able to survive. But before I tell you the last technique to make sure that you thrive, let me tell you how to ensure you complete architecture school. Don't quit. Just don't give up. But don't put all your eggs into the same basket thinking, perseverance and grit should be enough. It might not be. So let's talk about the unsung heroes. Having a good and reliable support system is critical. Whether it's family members, a significant other, friends, or even colleagues. By the way, on that last part, there is something really interesting about architecture schools and colleagues. You will probably form great friendships. The fact that you're sharing pain together brings you all really close. I still have great friends from my first semester of university. So my point is, cherish your support system. So from all of us who are in architecture school or have graduated, sincerely, thank you. We couldn't have done it without you. And if you want to do more than just completing your degree, you want to thrive. I will not say this enough, make sure the process is enjoyable. Architecture school is as much about learning how to think than it is about designing. It's about the habits that you'll develop, about your outlook on culture, history, society, and the way that you learn in the studio will shape your career. So embrace the challenges, the frustrations, the breakthroughs. They will make you improve and shape you to become a better professional and a better person. You will spend countless hours perfecting that craft. Might as well make sure that you're enjoying the process. So if we go back to the question I asked at the beginning, we change, we adapt, we improve over time. That's what makes it easier. It's the skills that you build. That is what makes it easier. We don't have to sacrifice our sanity in the process. It's about being strategic with your time and effort, as well as having a good support system. That means, unfortunately, there are no shortcuts. There are only learning opportunities. And if you do implement all these lessons here, I really believe that you'll thrive in architecture school. And if you're struggling to enjoy certain tasks, go take a look at my other video when I talk about the creativity skills and how gamifying tasks may make the process more enjoyable for you. If you found that this video was helpful, share it with a friend or a colleague. Leave a like and subscribe if you like this type of content, and if you want more videos like this, just let me know in the comments below. Also, YouTube seems to think that you might enjoy another one of my videos. It's on the screen right now. Go check it out.